Well, my name is Acatzin Salgado. I'm from Mexico. I'm studying biomedical engineer, and today I'm going to talk about the health center in Habitat Marte. So let's start. Okay. Well, first I want to talk about my crew. We are participating in the mission 65, where we are going to resolve the situation of a virus in Mars station. We are with Julio Resendi, the Professor Julio Resendi from Brazil, with Kiran Mankame from USA, with Karin Brunham from Slovakia, and with David Souza from Brazil, and me from Mexico, Acatzin Benitez. So I'm going to talk about the health center. Well, this is going to be our agenda for today. We are going to talk about the internal design of the health center, the applied technologies for that, and something about the management, the astronaut training program, protocols, and some spin-offs. So, well, this is how it looks our habitat right now, because I want to propose that we have to add two more facilities, the quarantine room and the triage room. In one moment, I want to explain what is the triage room. And I think we have to connect the triage room to the health center to prevent the infect of the all of the crew, and we can trade all the situation of health um, here in the triage and communicate to the health center with external um, with external communication. So I think it's a good idea to prevent all the situation relationship with the virus. So we have sanitation center, we have greenhouse, engineering facility, power station, a MOX station, a solar farm, a kilo power energy plant, and the launch center. So this image was acquired for the the page of the NASA. This is a picture of the Sol 2 on February 22, and it was taken in at the 10:38 a.m. So I, I adapt this image for the Habitat Marte. I think it looks great. So let's continue. Okay, well, first I want to tell you what is a triage. It, it's a method of selection of classification of patients employed in the nursing and emergency and disaster medicine. Here we can analyze the health of the astronaut to prevent any situation about health. Well, I propose too that we have to add a quarantine room where the astronauts have to stay if something is wrong with their health. So they have to stay like 14 days or maybe 40 days, right? So this is my first two purpose. And well, this is a design that simple design that I made in Autodesk Inventor. So this is how I think the health center have to be. I think we have to use 3 floors. In the first floor, we have to have the first level attention of medicine, like preventive medicine, emergencies, and to motorize the ambulatory patients. So here we can have the early detection of disease, and maybe here we can do some activities for rehabilitation of the astronauts. So as you can see here, it's a simple design, but we have 2 beds and uh, some space for the medical technology that is going to be here. And well, in the second floor, we are planning that we have to have the 3D printer, the operating room that is here in blue, and it have to be a sterilized area to prevent any situation. And also we have to have a bed elevator and simple elevator to communicate the 3 floors. This is the elevator that you can see here. And well, this elevator can communicate all the health center, they have they's going to have in this part you have to some holes that can make that this elevator can move all the health centers. So more I want to say more about the portable imaging equipment. So we have to have some portable X-rays and tomographies to help the diagnostic for the astronauts. So also we can have a telemedicine service to communicate to the Earth and maybe in the future to communicate with another habitats in Marte. And also we have to have a research space for everything that have to make for the research in the health center. Also, well, the last floor that is here. We have to have the kitchen plus the dining room and dormitories. I just going to have this figure. I was thinking about that, and I prefer to make like rectangle because I think we can improve more space. But maybe we have to change that. And also, I think we have to have a small greenhouse to improve the health mental of the doctors and the medical personnel and to bring us our food because we can communicate with other space facilities because we are going to be in a quarantine in our facilities. So we have to produce our food and we have to consume our things in greenhouse. So I was thinking that we have to have a farm of cucas because we can eat them because they have a lot of protein. So maybe we can resolve the situation of the food with that farm of cucas. So this is I was thinking about the internal design of the health center, and well, I prepared a video for simulate how it's going to look the health center. I hope that you can see. Well, it's going to start right now. Okay, well, this is the design. So this is the elevator that I was saying to you. And as you can see, there are some, I'm going to back right now. Okay, you can see there's going to be this space for the elevator that can go for all the space, all the health centers. So this is going to help to move the astronaut that have some problems that they can walk. So I think it's a good idea. And also we have the normal elevator to communicate the 3 floors. This is the scientist room because we can go up if we don't sanitize our bodies and our stuffs. So this is how I think we have to prevent the infect of the personal, the medical personnel. So I think it's a good idea. And well, this is how the dormitory, the table, and some space for the food. And this part for the left is going to be simulate the kitchen. And this blue is the operating room, spaces for the elevator, table for imaging technology, and well, this is for the rehabilitation and amazing preventive medicine. Okay, well, this is all the video. I hope you enjoy it. So, well, the next, I want to talk about applied technologies for the health center. I think the most important is bioprinting or printing in 3D for the prosthesis. And well, here we can make mini tissues and an organ on a chip model system to generate functional human organs such as a heart, kidneys, skin, and the liver. Here's you can consult more information in this part of the source. And Well, another technology that I was thinking that you have to improve is a portable imaging equipment. So also it's a good equipment, and we can take advantage of our space in the habitat because we only have 8 meters. So I think we have to improve these technologies to have a more comfortable habitat and bring a better attention for the astronauts. And also we can use them in our ambulance and telemedicine vehicles, because I think we have to imagine that in the future we need an ambulance like this on the left. I think we have to start thinking about this kind of amphibious design to go for special and difficult territories that maybe the humans can go uh, with all the facilities. So I think it's going to be a great idea. This image was taken from a webinar that the Dr. Carlos Alicrub from Mexico was made. That the name is called the aerospace medical importance, and he proposed that maybe in the future we can use this type of ambulance in Mars that they use in NASA. So maybe we for attend the launch here in the Earth. So maybe we can have this type of ambulance in Mars. So I think it's complementary, this portable equipment and the ambulance, and maybe pues we have to have a beer printing there in the ambulance. So this is 3 technologies that I hope that we can apply it in Mars. And also I want to propose a solution that I call interhabitat electronic health record, because I was thinking that how we are going to ensure the health of the crew of all the habitats, because I think in the future, Habitat Marte is not going to be the only habitat in Marte. We are going to have a lot of habitats, and maybe we can have like small cities all around Mars. So I think it's necessary to start thinking how we are going to ensure the health of all the crews of the habitats. So I think we have to design a software where the interoperability is the key to building a good health system on Mars. Because if you imagine the benefits, each astronaut of the crews will be able to store his medical history, studies of image and laboratory, for if it's necessary a medical intervention in another habitat, the medical team can act in the best way. So if you can have all your information of your health in some, I don't know, in some interface or in some app, you can go to do your extravehicular activities, and if you need attention of or another habitat or about your health, you can go to the hospital or you can go to the health center, and everyone can attend you, because everyone is going to know how it's about your health, how what is your problem, maybe about your antecedents. And I think it's a good idea. So maybe we have to thinking about that. Also, if you think that this kind of technology we can apply it here in Earth to ensure of the to make the health universal, because we can you can decide if you need attention of a hospital, or if you want to go another hospital, and everyone have to know about your health. So it's a really easy solution for the health universal system, I think, because you are going to have all your information in the cloud, so it's able for all the hospitals, and you can make a good thing with that. So well, I think it's the next part, the possible resources to generate in situ and transported from the Earth. Well, you can see here is Robert, that is a robotic physiotherapist that here in the earth, we used to move the patients. We used to help the physiotherapists to make their jobs. I don't know what exactly do physiotherapists, but the robot help to do their job. And I was thinking that also we can use to help in Habitat Marte if some nurse want to move some equipment or some pattern that she or she can move. So I think it will help to assist the astronauts in Mars. So if you want to know more about this Robert, you can see this link that is here in Discover More. I was put this link here. So another technology is the robotic surgery. I think this is the future in medicine because we can have a lot of benefits like fewer complications, such as infection or the sites of surgery. We have more less pain and blood loss, faster recovery, and smaller and less noticeable scars. So I think we have a lot of benefits of this kind of technology, and we have to think how we are going to improve this technology in Mars because it's really necessary. And well, another technology that I think that we have to improve there in Mars is the biomedical sensors to know to measure all like heart rate, pressure, and also we can take from the Earth the photoplethysmography techniques for analyze the heart rate variability and for studying of the well-being of the astronaut. It's a good technique that we have to use in Mars. If you want to know more about photoplethysmography, I will share in more links. So I think we can use to the medicines, some technology of medicines, and about the vacuums. We have to think about how we are going to vacuum in Mars. Also, well, I'm going to talk about the management. I think we can resume our team of the health center in 4 persons, like, well, the health center chief, also a surgeon, and a biomedical engineer and a nurse. Okay, I think that we can improve this professional in health center. Okay, well, um, wait a minute. Okay, no, the last. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the profile of the health center chief. It have to be you have to have a space health master, and they have to have high capacity of leadership, intercultural competency, and high personal resilience. And also I think that they have to have epidemiological knowledge, and also space medical technology knowledge, because we have to improve all these technologies, and maybe in the future we have to design some protocols of epidemiology and make a lot of solutions for I don't know what we are going to have in Mars, but maybe we have to resolve some difficult situations about epidemiology. So the dot is that the chief have to do is especially design this epidemiological protocols and monitorize the crew by the biomedical sensors, and also they have to send reports and information to the main station. So this is the chief have to do. And well, the biomedical engineer have to do the bioprinting in 3D, also prostheses, and also they have to calibrate and repair all the medical technologies. Also, they have to make research and assist in the robotic surgery, because well, this is a special duties that they have to do. And about the nurse, they have to do periodic checkups, like to monitorize the vital things, and make assistance for the doctor and the biomedical engineer in the surgeries. And also, I think that the nurse have to, well, maybe they can help for the rehabilitation of the um, astronaut. So as you can see, we can improve with these three for these four people and make a good solution of the health center, I think. Well, about the astronaut training program, I think, well, we can resume in 4 points that every astronaut should be trained to perform CPR and basic life-saving skills to help all the personnel of all the medical personnel and all the crew if it's necessary. And I think we have to organize periodic meditation sessions on the green station to improve the mental health of the crew. And also, I think all the members should know about how to use the health technology because some people, well, in Earth, sorry, some people don't want to use the health technology, and some doctors don't want to use the health technology. So I think it's a problem, and we have to educate the astronauts and the all the person that want to go to the space to use and to know how to use the health technology, because it's really necessary to make this fusion with the technology and the health. So also, I think all the members will have recommendation about the exercise and nutrition to improve their health. So I think this is going to be about the astronaut training program. And well, here's a couple of videos, the how astronaut CPR training could save lives in the Earth. And here's the link about exercise in space, about how to manage your mental health, and about astro surgery that maybe you can. I think the last one is the most important, but if you can see all, you can see. So well, another topic is resources that I need for a week, or the health center need for a week. And well, the first is food for the crew, for the medical personnel. I think we need 2,000 for 400 kilocalories and per astronaut. So this is how I need for a week. And we need the first aid kit for resolve all the situation in the health center. And we also need supplies from the greenhouse to make vacuums and some medicines if it's necessary. And well, oxygen, water, and supplies for the 3D print for maybe if we have to do some I don't know, some hurt or some library, we will need supplies from the 3D printing. So and the last point that I was talking with Davey about the emergency electricity source to assure the health of all the crew and the well-being of all the technologies, the medical technologies, because they have some different protocols, and we have to ensure that the biomedical technology is going to help all the crew. So this is how we need for a week. And well, here is the guidelines that we need to give to another facility. But I want to tell about Astro MX, because I think this robot we help we can it helps to us to communicate with all the facilities, and maybe it um, can bring information for all the facilities. So this is a robot that I am designing with my crew of the aerospace medical device of the UNAM, that is the University Autonomous on Mexico, and we are designing this protocol and this proposed to help all the astronauts and here in the Earth about people in quarantine to assist them. So I think this robot can monitor the side of the crew using biomedical sensor and applying some forms. And also in this virus situation, it can distribute some information and think to avoid the human contact. So this robot can go all around the facilities and communicate. Also, well, he's like this design, but it can fly. So it's like a drone. So it can display all the facilities and communicate with all the crew from all the habitat. So I think it's going to help a lot in this kind of situations. And well, all another guidelines that we need to provide is about medical prescriptions, about guidelines of nutrition and exercise. I think we also have to make daily routines and schedule activities, and maybe how to maintain plants in specific space habitats, and also guidelines about provide harmony and collaboration with the crew. So, well, I was thinking we have to make guidelines about the reports from OXY, because it's necessary to know about the quality of the oxygen for people or astronauts that need mechanic ventilators. So, and this is important for us. So, about some protocols, I think I write that health comes first, because we have to ensure that all all activities in Habitat Marte uh, don't affect the health of the crew and the future of the missions. And so I think if we are in a virus situation, the mandatory quarantine is going to be really necessary, and all the crew has entered to the Habitat Marte needs to enter by the triage facility. It's a really important um, step. If we can assegurate the well-being of all the crew, we have to analyze them in the triage facility to prevent another situation that, like, we are living here in the earth. So it's necessary to design and start thinking about this situation. So also, I think we can forget all the parts about bioethic from researching and some extravehicular activities, because in some activities, I think that the health of the crew um, make affected in if so we have to improve more about the bioethic in these situations. And well, another protocol that I want to improve is the if the powerhouse or MOXIE fails, we have to prioritize the health center and the greenhouse to assegurate the well-being of the crew, because we have to assegurate the food and we have to assegurate also the health of all the crew, right? So also we have to design protocols for harmony and good relationships and collaboration, and also protocols to deal with stress and relationships. And also we have necessary to do the protocols of hospital infrastructure maintenance for assegurate all the well-being of the medical technology and all the space in the health center. So I think this is the protocols that we have to improve in this situation of a virus in Mars, and maybe in all the situations. Well, about the protocols of safety, I insist that we have to do mandatory quarantine, and all the crew has to enter in from the triage facility to the Habitat Marte. It's necessary to do this part for us to segregate all the well-being of the crew. And also we have to do some protocols about the operating room, that this room has to be sterilized all the time to prevent some situation in a surgery. So also we have to have protocols for disposal of chemical and biological waste has to be done properly. So we have to assegurate that all the waste of this kind of chemical and biological things go to the to the good direction, right? So we also have to have protocols to use biomedical sensors and about health education protocols. So this is for protocols of safety. And about protocols for occupancy and entertainment, sorry. I think we have to do a lot of intercultural activities. Here in the in left we have in right sorry we have a traditional activity in Mexico that is Dia de Muertos. If you can search in YouTube, you can search. It's a really nice tradition that we do here in Mexico. And why am I so, why is I saying that? Because we are in this mission. We have person of Brazil, of Mexico, of Slovakia, and from USA. And I think it's necessary for the mental health of all the crew make this type of activities, and we can ensure of all the mental health and all the well-being in our crew. So I think it's so necessary to do this kind of activities. And also we have to do yoga and physical exercise protocol, because we need to be really active about the exercise to assegurate all the well-being of our muscles and our health. So also we have to do reading and content suggestions, and about medical research and projects. I think it's going to be necessary to improve all the crew about doing medical research and projects. Well, um, okay. So about protocols for food microproduction, I think we have to have a protocol for cultivation, a protocol of maintenance and detection of adjustment management of plants, and also about the food collection protocol. I think it's so necessary to assegurate the well-being of the crew in every facility, because we are going to stay in quarantine and nobody have to communicate with another facility to ensure and to ensure the health of all the crew. So we have to make this a really reality for, because it's necessary to approve all the situation of the virus. So about protocols for 3D printing, I think we have to specifies about which materials we are going to use about to make bioprinting. So maybe we can only use no maybe we have to use only biomaterials from this 3D printing, and maybe for the design of this kind of parts of or maybe prostheses or maybe tools from the uh, medical intervention, we have to use professional softwares to present the solutions, because they have to have an an and I forget the word, and especially designed like we have to follow some norms like ISO and ANSI ANSI system. So we have to use these professional softwares. So okay, well, about the technologies that could be applied to the Earth that I was saying, I think Astro MX will provide a lot of solutions, because Astro also can help here in the Earth, so the person is in quarantine and they can go to the hospital and maybe it can assist them. And in another situation uh, like in a plane or in a submarine, Astro can give attendance for the health of the crew in that missions. And also we can apply some um, technologies for the 3D video printing, and also about 3D printing of medical tools, and about the treatment of the cancer cells. I think the last one is so expensive, but we can think or improve about one solution to do this treatment of cancer cells in here in the earth. So about the guidelines to be applied to the daily life on the earth. Obviously, we have to use the preventive medicine and the mental well-being that we apply in Mars here in the earth, because unfortunately or disapfortunately here in the earth we don't improve a lot of things about the mental well-being. And about the preventive medicine, I think, well, here in Mexico the preventive medicine is not good, and maybe in other countries not too. So we have to improve these two situations, I think. Well, um I'm going to finish. So about the sustainable development goals, I think we can apply this technology to the health and well-being, that is the CDJ3, and about the training astronauts and woman-men's balance. But also I think the health center can apply for all these impacts of the sustainable development goals, because the health of the crew is the most important thing of the mission. It is impossible to work for the best technological developments and suddenly everything fails by the medical emergency. So we have to improve all the situation for the technology developments, and we also have to improve all the technology for the medical activities, because we depend of the health of the astronaut eh, for the goals of the mission. So it may be if some astronaut die, all the mission can be be difficult for the other astronauts, because they have to attend all the situation that the other astronaut was doing, and they die. So we have to make a solution for that, and maybe it's not going to be so good for the mission. So I think we have to improve both situations. And well, here's my reference. I hope that you enjoyed that this this talk. And well, here's my personal contact. Here's my LinkedIn. Acatzin Benitez, with my email and my phone and my Instagram, Acatzin Bensalk. So thank you everyone, and I hope that you enjoyed this presentation.